Welcome to your free online course in English grammar from Live and Learn. My name is Anjali. I hope you enjoy this lesson and you find it useful. If you do, please like the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And also, if you know anybody else who might be interested in improving their English through learning English grammar, then please share this video with them. Okay. Let's move on to the lesson. Live and Learn free online course in English grammar. Lesson 26. Verbs, Part 13. Direct and Indirect Speech. Direct and Indirect Speech. Direct speech is enclosed in double quote marks. It means that the words are being reported exactly as they were said. It is used in fiction writing to express dialogue. It is used in other forms of writing when someone else's words are quoted literally. Indirect speech is when the words that someone else has spoken are written without being enclosed by quote marks. It means that those words are being conveyed in an indirect way. Example: You made such a delicious dinner for me. Thank you, Arav told Annika. Direct speech. Arav told Annika that the dinner she had made for him had been delicious. Indirect speech. The rule for enclosing direct speech in quote marks is that the first letter of the first word after the first quote mark should be capitalized, unless it is part of the continuation of that direct speech in the same sentence. Example: They said, "We are on our way home." "We are on our way home," they said, "but we have lost our way." Rules for converting direct speech into indirect speech. 1. As you will have noticed in the above examples, the indirect speech is linked to the rest of the sentence with the conjunction that, because it is not contained within quote marks. Indirect speech is always linked to the rest of a sentence by a conjunction. In informal speech or writing, the conjunction can be left out if it is that, and in informal speech it is often left out. When direct speech is converted to indirect speech, verb tenses change as follows. One, the verb in the simple present tense in direct speech can remain in the simple present tense when it is converted into indirect speech when the sentence expresses a universal truth, a habit, or a situation that currently exists. Examples: Our teacher said, "Water boils at 100 degrees centigrade." Direct speech. Our teacher told us that water boils at 100 degrees centigrade. Indirect speech. Damon said, "I go for a run every day." Direct speech. Damon said that he goes for a run every day. Indirect speech. 2. The verb in the simple present tense in direct speech is usually converted into the simple past tense in indirect speech. This is done because indirect speech usually expresses something someone has said in the past, either the very recent past or a more distant past. Examples: The lady doctor said, "You are very healthy, and I hope you will maintain your regular exercise routine." Direct speech. The lady doctor said that I was very healthy and she hoped I would maintain my regular exercise routine. Indirect speech. 3. If a verb is in the present continuous or progressive tense in direct speech, it is converted into the past continuous or progressive tense in indirect speech. Example: Anishka said, I am working very hard on my new project. Present continuous or progressive tense. Anishka said that she was working very hard on her new project. Past continuous or progressive tense. 4. If a verb is in the present perfect tense in direct speech, it either remains the same in indirect speech or is converted into the past perfect tense. The rules for when the tenses are used must be followed, of course. Example: Michael said, I have written my essay. Present perfect tense. Michael said that he has written his essay. Present perfect tense. Michael said, I have completed my homework. Present perfect tense. Michael said that he had completed his homework. Past perfect tense. Five. If a verb is in the present perfect continuous or progressive tense in direct speech, it is converted to the past perfect continuous or progressive tense in indirect speech. Example: Savita said, I have been cooking all morning. Present perfect continuous or progressive tense. Savita said that she had been cooking all morning. Past perfect continuous or progressive tense. 6. If a verb is in the simple past tense in direct speech, it is converted to the past perfect tense in indirect speech. Example: Yusuf said, I spoke to the travel agent yesterday. Simple past tense. Yusuf said that he had spoken to the travel agent yesterday. Past perfect tense. 7. If a verb is in the past continuous or progressive tense in direct speech, it is converted to the past perfect continuous or progressive tense in indirect speech. Example: Harish said, I was painting the house. Past continuous or progressive tense. Harish said that he had been painting the house. Past perfect continuous or progressive tense. 8. If a verb is in the past perfect tense in direct speech, its tense remains the same in indirect speech. Example: He said, I had forgotten about the dinner party. Past perfect tense. He said that he had forgotten about the dinner party. Past perfect tense. 9. If a verb is in the past perfect continuous or progressive tense in direct speech, its tense remains the same in indirect speech. Example: They said, we had been walking for hours and then it started to rain. Past perfect continuous or progressive tense. They said that they had been walking for hours and then it had started to rain. Past perfect continuous or progressive tense. 10. If a verb is in the simple future tense, will changes to would. If shall is used, then that changes to should. However, when should is used in this case, it means must or ought to, yet also expresses a degree of uncertainty about whether that future outcome will happen. If the future outcome is absolutely certain, then will is used in the indirect speech, whether will or shall is used in the direct speech. The tense remains the same. Examples. He said, I shall or will go to the bank tomorrow. Simple future tense, certain outcome. He said that he will go to the bank tomorrow. Simple future tense, certain outcome. He said he would go to the bank tomorrow. Simple future tense, certain outcome. He said, I shall go to the bank tomorrow. Simple future tense, certain outcome. He said that he should go to the bank tomorrow. Simple future tense, uncertain outcome. Here should expresses the idea that he feels he must go to the bank, but is not sure that he will. She said, I shall speak to the doctor about my persistent cough. Simple future tense, certain outcome. She said that she should speak to the doctor about her persistent cough. Simple future tense, uncertain outcome. Here should expresses the idea that she feels she ought to go to the doctor, but is not sure that she will. If the verb is in the future continuous or progressive tense in direct speech, either will becomes would, or the verb remains the same. Example. The TV anchor said, I will be presenting a new documentary next week. The TV anchor said that he would be presenting a new documentary next week. The TV anchor said that he will be presenting a new documentary next week. 12. If the verb is in the future perfect tense in direct speech, it remains the same in indirect speech. Will can be changed into would. The meaning remains the same. Use your judgment as to which word sounds more correct in the context of the sentence. Example. The teacher said, I will have taught you the entire syllabus by the end of this year. Future perfect tense. The teacher said that she will have taught us the entire syllabus by the end of this year. Future perfect tense. The teacher said that she would have taught us the entire syllabus by the end of this year. Future perfect tense. If the verb is in the future perfect continuous or progressive tense in direct speech, it remains the same in the indirect speech. Will can be changed into would. The meaning remains the same. Again, use your judgment as to which word sounds more correct in the context of the sentence. Example. The writer said, I will have been writing my book for 3 years by the end of this month. Future perfect continuous or progressive tense. The writer said that he will have been writing his book for 3 years by the end of this month. Future perfect continuous or progressive tense. The writer said that he would have been writing his book for 3 years by the end of this month. Future perfect continuous or progressive tense. Changes to personal pronouns, possessive adjectives, and possessive pronouns. As you will have noticed, Personal pronouns change when direct speech is converted to indirect speech. The rules for how to do that are as follows. 1. Changes to personal pronouns. As you will remember, personal pronouns are I, me, you singular, he, him, she, her, it, we, us, you plural, they and them. I is changed into you or he or she, depending on the gender of the person who was being quoted in the direct speech. You singular is changed to I or me if the speaker is the person who is being addressed. Examples. Anya said, I am hungry. Anya said that she was hungry. The doctor said, I am going to give you a prescription for antibiotics. The doctor said that he was going to give me a prescription for antibiotics. Are you okay? She asked. She asked if I was okay. You said, I would like to help you. You said that you would like to help me. You said, I was nowhere near the bank on the day of the robbery. You said that you were nowhere near the bank on the day of the robbery. He, him, she, her, and it remain unchanged. Examples. The teacher said, he is a very good student. The teacher said that he was a very good student. The chef said, she is an excellent cook. The chef said that she was an excellent cook. He said, I like her. He said that he liked her. She said, the dog was hungry, so I gave him some food. She said that the dog had been hungry, so she had given him some food. The man said, it is a lie. The man said that it was a lie. We is changed into they. Example. A member of the group said, we are from France. A member of the group said that they were from France. We remains unchanged if the sentence is expressing a universal truth, if it represents humanity as a whole, or if it includes the person who is being spoken to. Examples. The woman said, we all need love and acceptance, universal truth. The woman said that we all need love and acceptance, universal truth. The man said, we must save the planet, humanity as a whole. The man said that we must save the planet, humanity as a whole. Sven and Aaron called me and said, we need to start planning our trip to Madagascar, including the person who is being spoken to. Sven and Aaron called me and said that we needed to start planning our trip to Madagascar, including the person who is being spoken to. You, plural, changes into we or us. Examples. The teacher said, you are very good children. The teacher said that we were very good children. The ticket inspector said, all of you need to buy tickets. The ticket inspector said that all of us needed to buy tickets. They and them remain unchanged. Example. She said, they loved my singing. She said that they loved her singing. The girl said, Those people are in need, and I have to help them. The girl said that those people were in need, and she had to help them. 2. Changes to possessive adjectives and possessive pronouns. The rules for changing these from direct speech to indirect speech follow the same principles as the rules for changing personal pronouns. To remind you, possessive adjectives are my, your, his, her, its, our, and their. Examples. She said, "It is my watch." He said that it was his watch. She asked, "Are you enjoying your job?" She asked if I was enjoying my job. Diego said, "My computer is running slow." Diego said that his computer was running slow. Jeannie said, "This is my favorite album. It was made by my favorite band." Jeannie said that this was her favorite album. It was made by her favorite band. They said, "You are welcome to our house." They said that we were welcome to their house. Possessive pronouns are mine, yours, his, hers, its, ours, theirs. Examples. You said, "You are a good friend of mine." You said that I was a good friend of yours. Jean-Pierre asked, "Helene, is that pen yours?" Jean-Pierre asked Helene if that pen was hers. "Is this house yours?" the stranger asked. The stranger asked if this house was theirs. "This house is not ours," they replied. They replied that the house was not theirs. "This car is ours and that car is theirs," we pointed out. We pointed out that this car was ours and that car was theirs. Well done! You have completed this lesson. If you enjoyed the lesson and you found it useful, please do like the video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you know anyone who is also interested in improving their command of English by learning English grammar, please share this video lesson with them. If you would like to buy the Live and Learn English Grammar textbook, you can buy it as an ebook or as a paperback from the Amazon website that serves your country of residence. There are some links in the description box below the video. The book does go deeper into aspects of grammar, and it also contains exercises with answers so you can monitor your own progress. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.